Video killed the radio star. What did the internet kill? Encyclopedias. Not being able to remember that guy from that thing. Probably privacy. Realistic expectations of success. The mail order catalog. This was a huge means of buying goods, especially in rural areas, or ordering niche items that normally aren't stocked in stores. Internet killed the magazine porn. You break into someone's house. What are you stealing that will only mildly inconvenience them? The toilet seat. Take all the labels off all the cans in the house. Their dirty laundry basket. Leave the dirty clothes, just the basket. All the backs of the earrings. Pasta strainer and potato peeler. Things they don't use every day, so they might not notice until they've already boiled the pasta or veg. I would take all the batteries out of the remotes. What have you slowly lost all respect for? EA Sports, FIFA games. They just exploit children now and have found a loophole, which means children are getting hooked on gambling. They make as much money through FUT than selling the actual game, and it's immoral and wrong. Especially when you see the game has coding built into it to make them buy more and more packs in. The game will make them miss shots, etc., as they know if they lost that match they're more likely to buy more packs, etc. Company loyalty. I had only been at my first post-college job a year when they had layoffs. But they didn't get rid of the new person. They fired my coworker who had just celebrated her 15-year work anniversary. They didn't even do it in a dignified way, and the way she sobbed while packing up her things is burned into my memory. Now I don't think twice when a better opportunity pops up. I doubled my income when I left that place and went to the next. There's no reason to stick around a job any longer than it serves you, because your job won't think twice about getting rid of you to save a few bucks. Military forces in my country. They are criminals in uniform. AAA gaming industry. Grind culture. I'm so over the concept of working myself to death, but I still kind of do. Also, yes. I'm in no way special in this regard, and basic survival is a thing too. Human beings. I work in foster care. I'm a behavior specialist for IDD children and adults with severe trauma and behavior disorders. You cannot imagine the things people do to children, autistic children, and then expect you to treat them with respect and dignity when you talk to them, and think they deserve their children back or to have more. Somewhere after investigating your third child death in foster care due to abuse, you start empathize with serial killers. What did you falsely believe as a kid? That the Bermuda Triangle was way more deadly than it is. My stepdad was in the Navy and had a cruise that went through it. I was legitimately afraid his ship would be sunk and no trace ever found. I thought teachers lived at the school. I watched a lot of Wallace and Gromit and actually thought the moon was made out of cheese. My brother persuaded me that the cicadas' midsummer chirping was actually the sound of the sun's rays striking the ground. Years ago, I continued to trust him when he said that it sounds quite hot outside. Since our parents are hard of hearing, they simply accepted it. That there was a horrible monster growling all night outside in the dark beyond my room. It was my dad snoring. That there was actually a wrong side of the bed to get out of. That islands floated and you could swim underneath them. People who have said, it's not a phase, but it really wasn't a phase and is still majorly a part of you and or your life. What was the phase? Hating my name and wanting to change it. The hate was a phase. I got over the emotions. But I felt so much more comfortable when I did change my name. I can't drive because I'm autistic. I can't track objects moving around me or keep track of the car as an extension of me. I struggle to navigate with maps. But the real nail in the coffin is that I can't apply rules to new situations without conscious Thought. So I have to stop and think about how every new intersection works. And there isn't time to do that safely. I'm an unsafe driver and I'm not capable of becoming a safe one. But no one knew I was autistic when I was a teenager. So my parents spent 4 years trying to teach me to drive and repeating that no one can live as an adult without a car. And I was going to have to get over it and get serious about practicing. When I moved somewhere in a bus route with a grocery store within walking distance, they figured they'd wait it out until I realized this was impossible and there was no alternative to driving. It's been 10 years. They're still waiting. Reading comics and mangas. Have done so since childhood. At 53. And with a wife and 2 teenage daughters. And still into comics. I am not seeing that changing. I'm not an accountant with a music hobby. I'm a musician who keeps the books to pay the bills. There's a difference. Once you go goth, it never truly leaves you. Not wanting kids. Subscribe, my brothers.